Let me tell you something about a little game called Halo 2. Halo 2 came out in the year of 2004. It was a guiding light in a time of darkness, uncertainty, and Shark Tale. Now, my story with this game doesn't begin until 2020 when the pandemic hit. It was at this time that my dad bought me a copy of the Master Chief Collection, and little did he know he had just given me a new obsession for the next year. I adore every Bungie Halo, but there is one game that's always there for me. Halo 2's multiplayer has had my back on every late night, and I just feel like taking a moment to appreciate it. Halo 2 is not a favorite of mine because it strikes a perfect balance with its gunplay. In fact, it actually has some pretty horrible balance. The battle rifle is the king of the world, the SMG feels practically useless outside of dual wielding, and I nearly forgot to mention the pistol. But that doesn't matter, because the feel of all these weapons is just pure bliss. Even a kinda cruddy situational weapon like the shotgun still has its moments. Getting someone point blank with the shotgun in this game is incredibly satisfying. It makes me feel like a caveman with the biggest rock in the camp. The sniper rifle has a bit more forgiving bullet magnetism compared to the other titles in the series, but for me it hits the sweet spot. It requires just the right amount of actual skill to aim to still feel incredibly satisfying when you fire that rifle and see the enemy ragdoll. And back to what I said about the battle rifle. It's a good thing it's the king, alright? It deserves that spot. This is the most satisfying weapon ever designed for a game. Its 3 bullet bursts mixed with the more precise aim required to use it makes it incredibly cathartic when you flow with its rhythm. The energy sword is ridiculous, but it should be. I hate how limited the range of the sword is in later titles, and I believe Halo 2 got it right the first time. You are a rabid super soldier with this sword, and I'm sure there's a good argument to be made about how it should have limited amounts of uses, but making it have infinite ammo turns you into public enemy number 1 when you obtain it. Halo 2 may not be the most balanced sandbox in the franchise, but is the one I have the most fun with. It nails the sci-fi super soldier feeling perfectly, and who cares about proper balance when you get to do stuff like this? The visual design of this game is so cozy to me. I know it wasn't originally intended, but I love how desaturated it all is, because it reminds me of cloudy days. This game is perfect with a cup of tea, let me tell you. Its beautiful background design is imaginative and awe-inspiring with the scales it presents. Despite being a weapon used for the total annihilation of life, the ring is such a chill place to hang out in. I mentioned sound design a little bit with the weapons, but I really gotta say I love the simplicity of the sound design in this game. The sniper rifle doesn't sound like some heavy weapon, it just sounds nice. All the little pew-pews of the laser weapons are great too, and the carbine especially is very satisfying to fire rapidly. I like that the guns don't make my ears bleed when I turn up the TV volume slightly. More games should do that. The soundscapes on multiplayer maps are also great. One map will echo with the sounds of warfare. And the next will have the calm sound of a waterfall in a forest. Then all of a sudden you're minding your business playing SWAT and you start hearing a bunch of freaky shit. Like, why are we hearing these sounds? Well, it's quite simple. Bungie understood that this game is a vibe. Sometimes that vibe is chill, and other times that vibe is some weird shit. And that is what I'm really trying to get at with all of this. My first experience with Halo 2 multiplayer was on the first night I got it in 2020. Playing BTB late at night on low volume was such a comforting experience. Halo 2 never fails to put a smile on my face when I boot it up for a few games. I love BTB especially, so it's a damn shame that it takes an eternity to find a BTB game nowadays, because not nearly enough people understand just how peak Halo 2 BTB is. It is home to some of the weirdest and goofiest shit I've ever experienced in a game. I don't want to turn this into a rant, But in this current time where you have all of these sensory overload shooters that look like the game Jimmy plays in GTA 5, it's nice to have a game that respects me enough to not treat me like I need a carrot on a stick in front of me. I don't care about streamers who spend 365 days playing the same game complaining about meta.
There's nothing else to play. I want to play something. I want to have fun.
I don't care about seasonal rewards. I don't care about earning experience for my character's iron sight. I just need an announcer to say double kill every once in a while. I'm not here to get daily rewards and get instant gratification. I'm here to have a good time and make some memories along the way. I got a little heated, I won't lie. I promise I'm not angry. Quite the opposite. Halo 2 is pure bliss and is one of my go-to games when I'm looking for something cozy. Some of the most respected pieces of art are often incredibly simple, at least on the surface. And Halo 2 is a very simple game about pew-pewing men while wearing very colorful clothing. Now do yourself a favor and open up the Master Chief Collection and hop in the queue for Halo 2 Big Team Battle and just soak it all in. Embrace the greatness.